So who benefits? Who's it for?
Well, you could benefit.
I've done it. Yeah, I've done a lot of listening program, and yes.
I use it. We use it in our family. Initially, we developed it to help kids with special needs, kids with neurodevelopmental issues, because it was for people seeking solutions, for parents seeking solutions for their kids. That was one of the problems we were trying to solve. How do we have an inexpensive, effective, home-based auditory therapy? That was the objective. What we tried to do is create a program that can fit into a practice and fit into an individual's life for the age and stage of their need at that moment. So the listening program is something, and we'll use our own family. I have a 7.5-year-old son. He's been on the program since he was in utero. I wrote about this in my book, Healing at the Speed of Sound, his mom's listening program protocol for pregnancy.
Headphones on the...
Well, headphones on mom, actually, because the bone conduction
Not
would
on...
travel to the womb, don't need to do the belly.
Got it.
And, we started him pre-birth. And then when he was 12 months old, we went to headphones, and he continues to do the program now. Neurotypical, typically developing child. Why would we do that? I want my son to have every advantage possible in his life to be the best he can be. This is a tool for that. We work with kids with severe brain injury. Our practitioners are working with kids with sensory processing disorder, ADHD. Lots of our work, as you know, is with children with autism spectrum disorder and adults. The work has led us to work with veterans with PTSD to help people suffering from sleep issues, into long-term rehab nursing facilities, for individuals in memory care units. So somebody with a brain could potentially benefit.
Yes.
Because we're working at a very foundational level. We are providing gentle yet challenging input to the brain that can facilitate neuroplastic changes that will support us through the lifespan. So we see this, and how it's really applied is a adjunctive tool, right? So listening and neurofeedback, listening with sensory integration therapy, listening with neurodevelopmental programs. We don't see it as the end-all and be-all. It's a tool that can help most people, may or may not, but we have generally a pretty reasonable expectation of a good outcome when people do it. But it tends to be those that are looking for something that's going to help them. Right.
The searchers.
But it's been interesting because, as it's found its way like a river, right, with its many branches, finds a path, that the parents have been very interesting and the providers have been very interesting because they have the system at home and parents begin using it. And of course, we train and really want our providers using the programs themselves. And where we found kind of the most interesting outcomes is in stress resilience training with adults. Right?
We've all got that.
We've all got that. We all have the need for that. Stress is such a big concern. And we look at families with kids that have individual needs that are very special. Often we forget about the other family members. So what are we doing for good care for the siblings? Are the parents practicing good self-care? Are they taking care of themselves? Because often they're exhausted and they're beat, and they're not the best they can be to help their child. So sometimes in certain situations we'll work with providers to have the parents listen first so that they can be in a place that they can really support their child.
Brilliant.